Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
2 years ago was the last time you heard me on the radio. That is about to change. Kenny Falls returns to the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick this Saturday, May 17th. Kenny will be playing from 8 to 11 p.m. No cover charge. It'll be a great time while listening to some fantastic music, all while having some drinks with your friends. It's this Saturday, May 17th from 8 to 11, Kenny Falls live at the Keswick Tavern, and there's no cover charge.
Hello friends, welcome to Library with Miss Amanda here on Steve Shuttler Media. Welcome to another week of activities here at the library. Last week we were talking about our summer stuff, and week one of our June activities at the library will be Pokemon stuff. So last week our question of the week was about one of the most popular Pokemon around, Pikachu. So my question of the week was, what kind of species is Pikachu, the cute yellow electric Pokemon? And I was actually surprised by this. I thought he was like a hamster or some kind of like a guinea pig or something like that. He's actually supposed to be a yellow mouse. And the red sacks that you see that are notably on his cheeks every time store the electricity. So he originally was going to be based on a squirrel and how they store acorns in their cheeks. So he stores electricity in his cheeks, but the creator of Pokemon decided they'd rather go with a mouse creature. So Pikachu is actually a yellow mouse. So week two of our June activities, we're going to be talking about Super Mario. So I thought I'd do some trivia about that. So in which game did Mario first appear as a video game character? So Mario came out in a video game before the 1985 Super Mario Brothers was released. So there was a game before that that he was featured in. What game was that? And it's actually still, from what I have knowledge of, is still a pretty popular game. Upcoming programs at the library. Our Cook the Book in June will be on the 2nd. That book is at the front desk if you would like to sign up for that. Our book club will be for May on the 17th. They're reading The Last Thing He Told Me, which I have been told is a very, very good book. So you still have time to get a book and read it if you're a quick reader, and join us on the 17th for that. Our freezer meals for May are closed, but our June ones are open until the 13th of June. Look on our Facebook page for that menu. June and July will be a lot of grilling things, so I'm pretty pumped about that. We like to get out and spend time outside and grill a lot in the summer, so make sure you check out those menus. And then for Memorial Day on the 26th, we will be closed all day that day. No patron question this week. Like, it's been a pretty quiet week here, knock on wood, at the library. We did do a giveaway. So congrats to the two winners of that. We gave away a couple of half sets of freezer meals. The question was, how many electronic items do we have available for download through Bridges? And some of the guesses were very, very low. It's actually, I don't have the exact number in front of me, but it's actually in probably the 200,000 mark. There's so many items on Bridges for you to download, and there's audiobooks, there's actual books, ebooks, there's magazines. What else is on there? There's a lot. There's just so much on there. Basically anything you could ever want. If there's something on there or not on there that you would like, there is an option for you to request it. So make sure you check out that option if you're looking for something and don't see it on there. But hundreds of thousands of items on Bridges. So if you're not a patron of the library, the only requirement is that you have a library card with us, and then you have access to all of those items. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Alright, this is going to be a short and sweet video. A lot of crazy stuff going on at the library. We're making our craft kits. So I actually made one that the older kids are doing. My colors are not the greatest because I used what we had to do my experiment. But we're melting crayons to do, see if it'll focus, to do some Lego crayons. So we have some molds that the kiddos will get with different things, and they will get crayons and they will melt them down and make their own little Lego crayons. Hopefully theirs are cuter than mine, since I just used the leftover random crayons that I had just to make sure it would work. But that is only one of several craft kits that we have going for June. Make sure you check back our Facebook page. We will have those craft kits posted on there hopefully by the end of this week, so you know what to expect if your kiddos are coming to our programs. Alright, our trivia question of the week, Super Mario. What game did Mario first appear as a video game character? And it was actually not a Mario game. Like I said, the Super Mario Brothers came out in 1985, but prior to that, Mario had been featured in the game Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong was the enemy of Mario. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong's still a thing and still pretty popular. But yeah, if you love Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World is actually my favorite Super Mario game, and blows my husband's mind how good I am at it. Like, one of those freak things that I'm just really good at that game for some reason. He's kind of into like Mario Kart and that kind of thing when it comes to Mario, so you know, to each their own. If you have a favorite video game, let me know what it is. We picked the 4 most popular ones that we asked our kiddos what games they liked, and those were the 4 popular ones: Pokemon, Super Mario, Minecraft, and Legos. So if you have a different one, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious what everybody's favorite video games are. But that's all I have for you this week. Hopefully I will see you back next week, and have a great weekend, guys.